Hello there, LS11 Universe. ID predictions, Captain Zander Car. Okay, we're not doing that. Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Zander, and welcome to. It's been a while since we've done a predictions video like this. Welcome to WrestleMania 37 predictions. I'm joined by Ray because this is our final one-on-one predictions match.
Yes, it is.
Are you ready, Ray?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I am
There's the
rock
potential.
hard right now.
There are 18 potential points on the line.
All right. If we come up with something else to be like the tiebreaker, well, I guess we'll just say it on the night.
Well, we're actually going to be starting.
Some chance you and I come out with like even points, which knowing WWE, we will
somehow.
Yeah.
So we are not only predicting WrestleMania's night 1 and 2. We are not doing TakeOver predictions because we kind of decided we're probably going to be pretty similar on TakeOver anyway.
And also, are you trying to kill us?
Exactly.
Are you trying to murder us right now?
Do you want a 45-minute predictions video? Some people actually probably do.
Yes, because every few minutes I would just say something outrageous, and Zander would be like, "Okay, we're getting."
And Zander would be like,
2 years.
You want to run that by me again?
We have some new clips now. By the way, you guys kind of see what a podcast or live stream is like normally. It's been a while. Like I said, it's been a while since we've done predictions just in a StreamYard room together. Normally we do them. Anyway, let's just jump straight into predictions.
We need to get the clip for the live stream of Roger on the bed with the harmonica just going, no.
So we're not just predicting WrestleMania's night 1 and 2. We are also predicting the 2 WrestleMania matches that are taking place at Smackdown on Friday. Okay, there we go. Your camera was being real weird looking. So
first, I don't know where my HD camera is.
You're good. So the first matchup, 2 minutes into the video, hopefully not many people have clicked away yet. The first matchup we are predicting on WrestleMania SmackDown is the Fatal 4-Way for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It sees champions Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode defending against the Street Profits, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, and Otis and Chad Gable. So, Ray, who do you have for this one?
I haven't been watching in recent weeks. I know
neither have I. And I am going to have that here.
Otis and Gable, I guess.
All right.
They've been getting a push from what I understand.
Hang on. I'm also writing things down in our notepad. That way it's easy to keep track. So you have the Alpha Academy, as they call themselves. And I am going to go with the, I'd say the favorites would be my guess of Rey and Dominic.
You just want them to copy another idea from your universe mode.
I mean, yeah, they're challenging for the belts at Clash of Champions, which will be premiering on Saturday before WrestleMania Night 1. But, you know, maybe WWE can steal from me yet again. Who knows? So I said that there are 18 points up for grabs, and this is why, because we're doing what we did at the Rumble, Ray. For the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, we're getting 3 picks.
Oh.
A 3-point
joy.
A 3-point pick, a 2-point pick, and a 1-point pick.
Oh. How pleasant.
And let me read you off the participants, and then you can tell me what your 1, 2, and 3 points are, and we'll just kind of go back and forth. So the participants in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal are Akira Tozawa, Angel Garza, Cedric Alexander, Drew Gulak, Elias, Eric of the Viking Raiders, Grand Metalik, Umberto Carrillo, Jackson Riker, Jey Uso, Kalisto, King Corbin, Lindsay Dorado, Mace, a.k.a. Dio Madden, Murphy, Mustafa Ali, Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Slackjack, a.k.a. Shane Thorne, T-Bar, a.k.a. Dominic Dijakovic, and everyone's clear pick, Tucker.
Okay. So I have the names I heard there. My 3-point pick is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wow, that was my 3-point pick too, you son of a bitch. I'm going for him anyway, just because. I mean, at least if we get that one the same, I'm not going to feel like an idiot for not picking him.
Yeah. Okay, and other than that, it kind of goes in descending order from there.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to go next. My 2-point pick is going to be T-Bar.
Why?
Because I think he may unmask to become Dominik Dijakovic.
Okay.
Maybe that's just me thinking on my heart instead of my head, but who knows?
I'm going to pull up the list for myself because I don't want you reading them off to me.
All right. Yeah, just look up Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal 2021, and it'll tell you who all's in it. It's a very small lineup, and I guess I'll throw my 1-point pick in as well. My 1-point pick is Murphy.
That was going to be my 1-point pick. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know. We all know my feelings on Murphy. We all know Xander's a big Murphy guy.
Okay. So I have it pulled up. Okay. Okay, my 2-point pick will be Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm.
And my 1-point pick will be King Corbin.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. I think because he was involved in the main event angle on the Go Home Raw this week, they may want to try pushing King Corbin again. Please, God, don't.
God. It goes so well every time they do it.
Yeah. But I think his involvement there may result in him becoming the first ever 2-time Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner.
So now this moves us to actual WrestleMania. We are counting these. 1 as a tiebreaker, kind of helpful thing, and 2 as a means to add some more points because it's considered WrestleMania matches. So now we're going to move on to WrestleMania proper, and I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up on this one. I'm not going to be picking them, but I will let you know just because it gives you the knowledge of it. The first match we're going to predict is the women's tag team turmoil match where the winners get a women's tag team title match on night 2. There are 4 teams confirmed for it, which are Lana and Naomi, Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, the Riot Squad, and Natalya and Tamina. But earlier today, WWE accidentally put up a graphic showing Billie Kay and Carmella as well. So we'll take, if you want to predict them, you can, but you don't. I'm not going to be picking them. I'm just letting you know in case they do last minute them.
So I saw the video too today. I saw that. And there's also some speculation that Carmella will throw out Billie Kay and instead team with Bayley.
Okay.
And for now, I'm going to go with the Riot Squad.
Okay.
If they change it to Bayley, I'm going to go with that because Bayley's main event woman. So
I agree. I do like the idea of Bayley being in there. I'm just writing right. So I will allow that, obviously. Last minute substitutions allow us pick changes. So I'll allow you to have that one. I'm gonna stick with Lana and Naomi because I think they're gonna act like it's this big story for Lana and Naomi.
Okay. I'm not even sure why. Okay, I'll tell you what. The Riot Squad's like the only team that actually comes off like a proper tag team to me.
They are
actually thought out team. Not that stopped WWE in the past at all. Yeah. So, especially with this division, they just throw whoever. But I'm going to allow myself to keep my love of tag teams true.
All right.
Unless Bayley's involved, because she's the only clear main eventer of the bunch.
So the next matchup is, I'm excited for this one. I think I'm really, really excited for this matchup. And it's Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Now, we all know my heart wants me to pick Seth Rollins, and we all know that a lot of people... Yeah, Cesaro. That was my pick, too.
Yeah, no. But I feel like if I say it first, then I kind of have dibs on the pick.
Well, I'm not going to change my pick for the purpose of having different picks from you. We've already...
if we start whittling down, you might.
Well, that's true, but that's why we did 3 for the Andre Royale. So this one, I think we may actually differ on, which is a steel cage match between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. I'm actually picking Shane McMahon. I think Braun's going to throw him off the cage and out to the floor. And so Shane wins, but Braun gets to stand tall, and they're going to continue.
Exactly what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. They did it 3 years ago with Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman. You think they're not going to do it again? This is WWE. They've got 5 storylines.
Shane, he's not going to be thrown through the cage. Knowing Shane, he's going to be thrown off. Okay. Onto the hard floor, because Shane is a madman.
Yeah.
Who has a death wish. I saw this earlier today. I was talking about the bump card. Like, how many bumps you can take. I'm like, okay, if there is a bump card, Shane has so many punches in that card, you could get 1,000 free yogurts right now.
Okay, so I'm going to push you for an answer. Braun or Shane?
Shane.
Okay. So now we're getting to the point where...
Braun wins. You're all like the biggest wrestling YouTube jackasses.
I'm aware.
We already are the biggest wrestling YouTube jackasses.
So for the Raw Tag Team titles, the New Day defending against AJ Styles and Omos. AJ and Omos for me.
This is a hard one. Because on one hand, I love the New Day, and I think they could keep him champions. On the other, it's the one belt AJ is missing.
Right.
A tag team championship. Because there's so many more matches to come, I'm going to go with AJ here.
Okay.
AJ and Omos. That way you can get the Triple Crown stuff, because AJ does not have much longer in wrestling, so I think it makes sense to go and give him that belt. Yeah.
All right. So now, I don't even know if I need to ask you. It's a celebrity match. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Miz and Morrison. I think we both know who to pick.
Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
Yep.
If Miz wins, I will genuinely be shocked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like, why not just have Damian Priest versus The Miz with Bad Bunny in the corner?
Remember when The Miz was WWE champion a month ago, and a lot of people were like, "Oh man, this is going to be great. We're going to get serious heel Miz, and he's going to go on this big world title run."
It's their fault for anticipating.
All right, so now
you forget what company you're watching.
So now we move on to the next matchup, which is Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Drew? Yeah.
See, I want to go Lashley just to be different, but I know they've wanted Drew to win that belt in front of fans for so long.
So you're going to go with Drew?
Yeah. All right, maybe we'll go different on this one. Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I'm going to go with Belair.
Me too.
You're just like, I hate you, and you're dead.
So we're through night one, and we have one actual different pick with the tag match for the men. Our 3-point pick for the Battle Royal is the same, and then our 2 and 1 point picks are different. Our turmoil matches are different, and that's it. So we have, out of 9 matches,
I'm sure night 2 will go so much different. So let's go ahead and get to that, please.
I think we're actually going to go different with a few things on night 2.
Okay, let's go.
So night 2 kicks off with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler with Reginald versus the winners of the tag team turmoil.
Nia and Shayna.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm just going with challengers.
Yeah. Like I said, if it's Bayley and Carmella, I might actually change my vote to them, because I think Bayley could do it, but right now I'm pretty sure they're going to keep those belts, because despite no one liking Nia Jax, WWE seems to really like Nia Jax.
Well, she's related to The Rock. Up next for the U.S. title, it is Matt Riddle versus Sheamus.
I'm going to go with Riddle.
I'm going Sheamus.
Yeah. Yay, differences.
And now I'm running out of room on this page of my notepad.
Damn it, Samus, be bigger.
No clue how actually topical that was to the Smash Brothers fan base at one point. Up next, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. I don't watch week to week. I don't know what the hell is happening. Something about conspiracy theories and Logan Paul and
all I know is like Sammy's hair like reminds me of how my hair was before I cut it.
yeah, I'm going Kevin Owens and hopefully he'll stunner Logan Paul.
I'm gonna go with Sammy because I think Logan Paul's gonna get over because he has a big boxing match with Ben Askren coming up.
See, I think Logan's going to turn on Sammy and help Kevin.
Or Ben Askren shows up.
Up next, a Nigerian drum fight for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E versus Apollo Crews. I'm going Apollo.
I'm going Big E.
See, because Apollo has lost to Big E so many times, and now that he's got this new character, if he just loses again, what was the point?
Yeah, Big E's like the next big main event guy, or the next guy breaking to the main event scene, in my opinion, so I don't see him losing right now.
All right, well, up next is Randy Orton versus The Fiend. It's not a Firefly Funhouse match for some reason. It totally should be, but I think we both know who to go for.
The Fiend.
Fiend. Yep.
Okay, here's the thing. I know John Cena won a lot of matches, but John Cena has a fair bit of humility in him that I don't think Randy has. So I'm not sure you could do a Firefly Funhouse with Randy. I don't think Randy would like your criticism of him, even if it was fair.
Okay. So up next, we're down to the final two matches, ladies and gents. It's only taken us almost 20 minutes. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title. Fun fact about this before I let you pick, Ray. This was the fourth option for the Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania. It was supposed to be Lacey Evans versus Charlotte. It was supposed to be Asuka versus Charlotte. And then it was actually, no, this is the third option. Oh, no, it was then supposed to be Charlotte versus Rhea. But now it is Asuka versus Rhea. And I am the most excited for option 4.
It's like, okay, it's like at first they gave you a shit sandwich. And then they came back and they gave you like a McDonald's burger and you're like, that's a little better. And then they came back with like a frozen burger from the microwave thing. And it's like, no. And then they come back with a Fuddruckers burger and you're like, okay, I'm gonna keep this now.
Yeah, and then they closed the Fuddruckers in the town I live in, so
Okay, to be fair though, man, that place is going downhill.
Anyway, I'm going Rhea Ripley because they've actually genuinely been building her up.
We have a lot of differences. I'm also going to go with Rhea.
Yeah, we have a lot more differences than normal. And finally, the actual main event of WrestleMania. I'm super excited for this one. I think we may actually go different on this one. In fact, I might let you go first so that we do go different on it. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan versus Edge.
So right now, the favorite stands at Edge for some reason. I don't know why. I was the only person who genuinely loved the idea of just Roman versus Edge. Because I'm an Edge mark.
I liked the idea.
Yeah, I don't know why some fans were just like, no! Okay, here's the thing. People are comparing it to WrestleMania 30. I'm like, no. WrestleMania 30. People were like, I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to do anything. I will not accept Randy versus Batista. This has been, I guess they're doing that. Okay. And then they were like, oh, no, and Bryan. Cool. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go with what the odds are saying. I'm gonna go with Edge.
Okay. Go
also,
Edge.
because I'd love to see Edge hold the belt again. Because he's my favorite wrestler of all time.
That's respectable. Edge was going to mount. I was going to pick Edge if you didn't. So I'm going to go with Roman because I think they could genuinely keep the belt on him until next year to do it against Rock.
But okay. So like if you want to cut this part out, you can. My whole thing is the tribal chief gimmick has stopped being about the Samoans family. And also, at this point, if he dropped it to The Rock, realistically, how often could The Rock defend that belt?
Oh, I don't think he'll drop it to The Rock.
Yes, but then if he doesn't lose it to a member of the family, it's going to feel disappointing. And I'm not sure you could build up Jey Uso to be the one to beat him in that amount of time. Therefore, just end it now. That way, in a year, we're not disappointed when he beats The Rock, or The Rock wins it, and we have to wait probably 6 months to see him defend the thing.
Right. And I suppose they could also do Roman versus Rock without the title. That's one of those feuds that doesn't really need it.
Yeah, obviously.
I think no matter what, Daniel Bryan's taking the pin in this match.
Probably, yeah.
We both picked different. I feel like Daniel Bryan could win it now because of that.
Why'd I have a John response? Probably, yeah, probably.
So, for a recap, for those playing along at home, the picks have gone. Mysterio family, Alpha Academy, Nakamura for 3 points, T-Bar for 2 points, Jey Uso for 2 points for Ray, Murphy for 1 point for me, Corbin 1 point for Ray, Lana and Naomi, Riot Squad unless Baymella are the final team. Cesaro and Cesaro, Shane McMahon, AJ and Omos, Team Bad Bunny, Drew McIntyre, Bianca Belair, Challengers, Women's Tag Champions, Sheamus, Riddle, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Apollo, Big E, Fiend, Ripley, Roman Reigns, Edge. For those that might have just been listening audio, I was saying my picks first, Ray's picks second. So, we'll see you for our first ever WrestleMania live reactions this weekend. I'll be going live with an AMA on Friday.
I might be joining in. Depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on here's the thing with an AMA, things tend to get personal. Things tend to get like personal lifey. And I'm just gonna say it, Xander's personal life is much more he's guys, don't get wrong, Xander has not had a really easy life. Don't think that at all. My story is kind of ugh. It's it will turn you off. Xander has said that before too. He's like, Ray, I'm not sure if I want you to be open about your personal life.
So, to ultimately end this video off, because if you are watching this on the day it goes out, within the first couple hours, then you will also be seeing me go live with NXT UK Prelude at 3 o'clock today. Ray might be there. I don't know. It's up to if he joins. We're going to be watching NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2 tonight. Tomorrow, we'll have SmackDown go up at 11 a.m. My AMA will start at 7 p.m. tomorrow before SmackDown. Saturday, we'll see Universe Mode Clash of Champions. WrestleMania that night. I rebook the 4 Horsewomen on Sunday, and then the final stream of WrestleMania. And hey, maybe if you're all good and y'all treat it respectfully and y'all want it, maybe I'll watch the night after WrestleMania Raw as well on here because I hate myself.
Xander, guys, we might need sleep or some time away from wrestling. But don't be sad, because we'll be publishing Raw and NXT and probably a podcast the Friday after that.
Oh, and don't forget, NXT Halloween Havoc premieres a week from yesterday.
Woo!
I don't get any rest these next couple weeks. So, that was our last ever Zander and Ray one-on-one predictions. I say last ever for the time being. We're going to try and take a lot of time from doing Ray and Zander one-on-one for a while.
Unless it all falls out and the world turns to shit, and then all of a sudden Xander and I have to bunker down into a bunker where every nuclear disaster has gone off, and the 8 people have risen up and taken over.
So pretty much, whichever one of us walks out of WrestleMania here with the championship, which means if Ray wins it, I'm literally going to drive to his house on Monday and drop it off.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Can you bring me the headphones too?
Yeah. I was gonna make that joke. Like, I will literally film me getting out of my car and bringing this to your door and being like, and handing it over to you
with headphones.
Yeah, with the headphones attached. So at this point, as you guys can tell, we're just shooting the shit. So if you don't want to watch at this point, feel free to leave. But we're just chatting at this point. Kind of a preview of what you get if you join the podcast on the LS11 Patreon. But yes, Monday, if Ray has won, I will be taking this to his house after I get done with work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
With the headphones.
With your headphones. They've been in the back of my car. I'm not going to forget them.
Okay, it's just to get context. I went over there for a filming weekend, and I left my headphones in this car. And now I'll play music loud, but I live in a duplex, so I don't like blasting music.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm gonna bring Ray's headphones back if he wins, and if Ray wins, then I will not be doing predictions for a while. Pretty much
a Ray job.
Yeah, Ray will meet up with whoever the opponent is, or they'll each send me their predictions, and I'll throw it together. And the only time you'll see me challenge for predictions is like if Ray holds it till the Royal Rumble, I'll challenge in a multi-man Rumble match, for example, or the Elimination Chamber. If we can do I'll figure something out around that time. And if vice versa, if I win, you're not going to see Ray and me face off predictions wise for a while. But then whenever one of us loses,
give me more time to write booking videos.
Yeah, it'll give us both more time for that. If I win, then you won't see Ray doing these for a while. There'll be someone else on this side of the screen with me. If Ray wins, it'll be the other way around. Ray will get to take the left side of the screen. And we'll take on other wrestling YouTubers.
The left side.
We'll take on other wrestling YouTubers, some friends. If we're really desperate, I'll call someone like Carnold in for it if we just don't have anyone that can fill in.
Carnold gets busy.
He does. Mania Del Zander's available usually, though. But just know, our wrestling...
Go to that building with no windows, and I don't know what's in there. I'm scared to ask him what's in there.
Just so you guys know, because I know some people know exactly that we're talking about them, I will not be shipping Goldie to North Carolina or to Ohio. Sorry.
Or to Britain, if you're watching.
Or to England. Sorry. I'm willing to drive an hour to drop it off with Ray because then I get to go shopping while I'm in town.
It's Second and Charles.
Hell yeah. And now they can narrow it down to where you live, because there's only 5 of those things in existence. Anyway, with that all said,
thank you. Know where I live. It's not that hard to find me.
Anyway, I'm going to switch this. Whoops. Anyway, switching this over for when we do Takeover live stream tomorrow. With all that said, thank you all for tuning into this week's predictions. I've been Xander.
I've been Ray.
And those were predictions.